Welcome to week 17 of science and welcome to 2021. So, I hope you had a relaxing, fun, and enjoyable holiday. I'm sure for all of us it was a little different than what we're used to. Nonetheless, I'm sure it was nice and refreshing to close that computer on December 23rd and not have to open it back up unless you really wanted to um, until today, January 4th. So we are in our new year, 2021. And for the remainder of this year in science, we'll be focusing on our planet. We'll be taking a look at how our planet was developed, how we will continue to keep our planet working properly and keeping it so that it um, remains a planet. If we don't treat our planet properly, if we don't treat it right, if we don't do things like recycle and reuse our materials and resources, we may not necessarily have a planet. Now, you and I may never experience that, but people that will be living on the planet Earth many, many years from now may have that problem. So, before we move on to learn more about our planet and how we can save it and make it the best environment possible for us, I thought it would be best if we went ahead and reviewed all the things we learned during science in 2020. So, unfortunately, most of us did our science online for almost all of 2020. A few of us were in school, but most of us were online for the whole thing. So, nonetheless, I hope you found it interesting. I hope you learned something that will help you to better understand how we as people work. Excuse me, because we learned about five different things. We covered five topics. We talked about the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. So you'll be reviewing those today, Monday. Next, on Tuesday, we'll be covering the simple machines. And simple machines are very basic machines or inventions that help us to do jobs much more easily. If we didn't have these things, our lives would be extremely difficult. On Wednesday, we will be getting into something you probably are starting to remember now. So, matter and simple machines we learned in September, beginning of October. Then we got into plants and we learned about the importance of plants. And if we did not have plants, we would not be here, we would not be alive. So, plants are extremely important to us. We will review what we learned about plants, talking about their cycle and that idea of photosynthesis, how plants provide oxygen to us so that we're able to remain alive. And then the last two things we'll cover will be the food chain and our body. So we know with the food chain, there's a certain way that um, food is made available to us, and that we also have, they call it a chain because it goes in like a circular motion. There is a way that the food chain works, so we will review that. And then lastly, right before you guys left for the holiday, we talked about the body. We talked about the importance of our organs and how our organs help to keep us alive. And we also talked about the importance of our four body systems: the muscular system, the skeletal system, the circulatory system, and the nervous system. Those four systems work together so that we have what you see in front of you and how it works and how it's able to do the things that it does. So I hope you find the review that we do this week informative. I hope that it refreshes your memory on the things that we did learn and the things that we have covered so that we're able to keep that in our brains, but able to move on to learning about the earth starting next week.